Before we get started, have you gotten my free resource, 10 quick tips to calm the chaos when you're feeling overwhelmed? Go to thesuccess.life/free resource. This ebook has 10 quick strategies you can implement right away to help calm you down and tame the chaos, even in the midst of your challenges. Go to thesuccess.life/free resource. Hello, my friend, and welcome to Press Pause. I'm your host, Janelle Bruland, and I'm here to help you regain control of your life for you. Each week, I will be giving you helpful tips and one thing you can implement immediately to overcome the chaos of life and take back control. I was once an overwhelmed, overcommitted entrepreneur, and I get what it's like to be balancing all of the things between work and home. And I'm here to help you take back control. Let's dive right in. Hello and welcome to Press Pause. On today's episode, I'm going to ask you to press pause and ask yourself this question. What do you want? What do you want? A mentor of mine, Dan Sullivan, in a group meeting asked those in the room that particular question. He looked out at us and he said, what do you want? He had done this practice over several days, asking himself this question when he was going through a transition in his life. And it's so powerful. But often we don't do this because we think it's a selfish endeavor. It shouldn't be about what we want. We need to focus on what others want and need. If you're a servant-hearted leader, shouldn't your focus be on serving others? Shouldn't that come first? But I don't believe it's a selfish endeavor, my friend, and this is why. Each and every one of you has been created to be here on this planet for a very specific reason, to use your gifts and your passion to change the world. And your gifts look different than my gifts, and it's up to each one of us to determine what is the reason that we're here? What is the purpose that we're on this planet? What are the gifts that we need to give, and how do we align that with our passion? Well, where does that start? It starts with the question of what do you want? Because God wants us to love what we're doing. He's created you and I with these beautiful passions, these things that we love to do, and He's given us the gifts and talents to go along with it if we just simply discover it. If you ask yourself, what do you want? He's going to show that to you. And when you go out and do those things that you want to do, that you love doing, it's going to just flow out of you. Your passion's going to flow out, and you're going to give your gifts to the world in a whole new way. Because you don't want to be living a life that you don't love. You don't want to be staying in a career that doesn't mean anything to you. That is not what you're here for. You're here to be operating in the area of your passion. And so it starts with asking yourself that very important question. What do you want? So I'm going to give you a challenge. Would you do this with me? Over the next 30 days, during your quiet time, I want you to journal that question. What do you want? And I want you to ask yourself this question every day for 30 days, and then I want you to write down the answer. Now, I know when I did this for myself at one point, I couldn't even think of anything. I just kind of sat there and couldn't write anything. That's okay. Just put it away, take it out again the next day, and ask yourself the question again. And if you do it every day for 30 days, there's going to start to be thoughts that come to your mind when you create the space for this activity. Write down whatever comes to mind, whatever it is. This is just for you. You don't have to share it with anybody else. Write down whatever comes to mind for you and keep asking yourself this question, what do you want? Every single day for the next 30 days. When you get to the end of the 30 days, look back, and there's going to be patterns here. There's going to be clarity that comes by doing this process, and it's going to make a difference in your life. So my friend, what do you want? Thank you for listening today. Take that one thing you learned and start making it a habit in your life now. And be sure to tune in next week for another thing you can do to improve your life and be the best version of yourself. Cheers to making this time for you each and every day. If you're enjoying this podcast, will you please take a moment to leave a positive review? This helps get the message out to impact as many people as possible. And I encourage you to subscribe to this podcast. That way the episodes will drop each time a new one comes out. Remember, you don't have to be overwhelmed and overcommitted. You have the power to take back control of your life.